Good afternoon, friends, and welcome. I'm going to share my live trades and results with you, and together we're going to evaluate how good or bad these trades end up working out. This is only my journey and evaluation of trades. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only and should not be taken or interpreted as advice. Here's what we'll be doing. I'll be using real money and live trading and tracking of performance. We'll be using the symbol SSO, which trades approximately 2 times the daily movement of the S&P 500. We'll be benchmarking against the S&P 500 and SSO in a buy and hold scenario. These trading and evaluations will be done at the end of each day. To track these trades, I'll be using a custom spreadsheet and charts. What's being tracked may change based on your comments and feedback. Let me know in the comments what you think will improve the tracking of performance, and hopefully we'll be going in the right way. To help me with the YouTube algorithm, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And with that, let's get into it. This is my first video. I don't expect it to be great, but hopefully good enough to kick things off. I've been actively trading for several years and have learned a lot along the way. One important thing I think we should be thinking about is how to track performance of different investments and ideas so we can decide which ones are better compared to others. I'm going to share some of my thinking on this topic and hopefully get some ideas from you on how we can make things even better. As part of my investment goals, I'm not looking for a 1 in a million trade. I'm looking for consistent returns that outperform the market and also manage the risk of trading. It can get very volatile and drawdowns can happen all the time. I also don't think it's possible to perfectly time the market. I don't think there's a perfect trading strategy out there, but I do think we can improve returns over buy and holds. Here's my approach. I'm going to choose SSO to trade. We could trade different things, but for this purposes, I'll do SSO. If you buy and hold SSO, it can be a wild ride. Upward gains of 60% and losing gains of 80%. So buying and holding it can be particularly tough, but actively trading it seems to do well. You'll be able to judge this as we do future videos. Also, I'll be reinvesting the gains and losses along the way. So let's look at a little historical data. These are the compounded annual rates of return. That means for each month, whatever I have at the end of the month, whatever gain was made, it gets factored into the following month. So these are compounded rates. They'll be similar to average yearly returns, but not exactly the same. So for example, in 2021, SSO gained 64%. My return was 41%. Not quite as good, but certainly outperforming the benchmark of the S&P 500 by a pretty significant amount. But what really started me thinking about this more seriously was the 2022 results. 2022 was a terrible year for the stock market. You can see some of the returns there, SSO being down practically 40%, the S&P 500 practically down 20%. My loss was 6%, and I thought that was significant. It seemed to be a reasonably good performing investment. And then as you can see, the current year to date so far, we're just a little bit ahead of the market here at 5%. So let's look at some of the tools we're going to be using to watch the active live trading. So this is a live screen. It's on the 18th. You can tell that because this last candle was yesterday. The markets aren't quite open, but we'll continue to watch these and use this tool at the end of the day to look at some of the trades. Just want to explain some of the components so that you can see it. On the right side of the screen, there's going to be some price movement along with the current profit for the current trade. On the left side, you're going to actually see the buy and sells that I've made over time, but in the future you'll see them. And just to prove that this is real, we're going to do that live trading at the end of the day so you can see and watch it. I have for a reference the SPY chart down below just to get some pricing information off of it. But these are the tools that we're going to be using going forward. And again, I'm looking for your feedback and comments as to the tools and if they work for us and if we can accurately trade how our returns do in 2023. Are we in the right way? How do you think we're doing? Please comment below on what you think. Is this working out? How does it compare to other things you've seen? And of course, how can we track these trades even better? And remember two things. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only and should not be taken or interpreted as advice. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time.